Now we'll take you to the worst hit, or one of the worst hit areas in our region. You can see behind me the rushing water. That is the village of Dolgeville, under a state of emergency this afternoon. Still, many areas underwater this morning, still underwater at this point. Take a look at this. This is a swift water rescue that brought the governor to the village early this morning, where he says he witnessed that swift water rescue. We'll have more on that coming up in just a moment. This is what our camera crews captured as the sun came up. You can see the water running across the roadway. We spoke with the mayor early this morning, and then we spoke with her a little bit later on in the morning. The mayor says the flooding started around 1 o'clock in the morning, a devastating scene. The creek had gone over its banks on North Main Street again around 1 o'clock this morning, and this is what followed.
The water was up under the bridge. Vehicles had gone down the stream at that point. At this point, we've had about 6 vehicles that have been counted going down the stream. People were all evacuated. One family recently got out, but everyone's safe and sound.
The state of emergency in the village of Dolgeville continues until further notice. We also spoke early this morning with the governor on the phone. He was in Dolgeville during those early morning hours. Here's what he had to say.
It was frightening. You know, we've had a number of storms across the state. I've seen a lot of things, but this was really frightening. And we could have had a loss of life if we didn't have the great first responders on site and trained and ready. The East Canada Creek just exploded. We had about 4 or 5 inches of rain. The creek came over the banks, went through the residential neighborhood, and the streets literally had about 10 feet of water, and it was moving very fast. People were swept in their homes. There was a danger the whole house itself could be taken away. Vehicles were being washed down the streets. And there was a family that had to be evacuated by what we call swift water rescue operations.
And that was a phone interview earlier this morning with the governor. This is a look at that swift water rescue evacuation the governor was referring to. Again, the mayor of Dolgeville, police, several emergency evacuation crews were on scene for the better part of the morning. Again, this all starting about 1 o'clock in the morning. The state of emergency called about 4 o'clock this morning, trying to get people out of their homes and to safer ground. The governor was on the scene for that rescue, and his office shared that video with us.